All right. So what's up, y'all, man? So is there trouble brewing in the Benavidez circle, bro? That's what we're about to talk about in this video. As Jose Benavidez Sr. just came out here in a new interview. It's in Spanish, but I'll translate it. And he's kind of talking about what's going on with David Benavidez and the new trainer and all this other stuff, right? Let's get right into it.
Sí, don José, para preguntarle, para aprovecharlo, se corre el rumor de que van a cambiar de equipo, que David Benavidez también va a cambiar de equipo, que usted va a seguir siendo su manejador, su apoderado. ¿Qué hay de cierto de eso?
All right, so he's asking him, hey, there's a rumor going around that Benavidez is going to have a new team, he's going to have a new trainer, and he's pretty much asking him what's going on with that.
Mira, la mera verdad te voy a decir, el Memo Heredia es una persona mala, una persona que tiene problemas con todo el mundo, anda destruyendo familias, anda destruyendo cosas, ¿no? Pues todo habla de él, ¿no? Con lo que está haciendo.
All right, so Jose Benavidez Sr. goes off right off rip talking about Memo Heredia. And he's saying that, hey, man, this guy's a bad person, bro. He's out here trying to destroy families, trying to separate people and shit. So right off rip, you know there's something going on between Jose Benavidez Sr. and Memo Heredia. As we all know, Memo Heredia, he came out in an interview and he said that he was back working with David Benavidez. So I think that's where the troubles are starting, bro. It's between Jose and Memo, you know. But let's keep it going, bro. Let's hear what else he's talking about.
David Benavidez no ha hecho absolutamente nada de cambio ni nada de eso. El que anda haciendo sus entrevistas es Memo Heredia, que yo.
He's saying that David Benavidez hasn't done no interviews. He hasn't said nothing about switching trainers or about switching teams. He's saying that it's Memo, the one that's out here doing interviews and saying all of this stuff.
Creo que yo lo traje para trabajar con nosotros. En la pelea anterior no estuvo con nosotros. Pero yo no sé, la mera verdad, no sé por qué anda diciendo esas cosas.
He's saying that he's worked with them for about 2 fights, and that he didn't bring him back for the last fight. But he says that he really doesn't know why Memo is out here saying these kind of things, bro.
En este momento todo sigue bien. Yo le acabo de mandar un contrato a David Benavidez hace una semana para la pelea de diciembre. Tenemos una pelea en diciembre.
Sí. He's saying that from what he knows, everything is fine between him and David. He's saying that he just sent David a contract for the December fight. They're going to fight in December. And he's saying that as far as he knows, everything is good.
Yo he estado con él toda la vida y me encantaría, ¿no? Que si pudiera encontrar otro entrenador en el futuro o cuando sea, ese sería algo espectacular, porque al fin del día es mi hijo, yo quiero lo mejor para él, y si ya no encuentra la motivación conmigo, yo lo he llevado desde 0 hasta 4 campeonatos mundiales.
So he's saying, I've been with David his whole life. I brought him from nothing. But he's also saying, like, if he finds a new trainer that he wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying? Because if pretty much kind of saying, like, if he's not finding the motivation with me anymore, then go ahead and find yourself a new trainer if you believe that that's what's going to help you out, you know, because he's saying that that's his son and that he wants the best for him at the end of the day.
Y creo yo que a partir de las manos leccionadas hizo un gran papel en la última pelea.
Sí.
Que esa pelea se pudo cancelar, entonces no entiendo si hubiéramos perdido o se hubiera mirado muy mal, ¿sí me entiendes? Creo y hasta yo fuera el primero que le dijera no hay que buscar a alguien más, la mera verdad, esto no está funcionando.
All right, so right here he's talking about the Vosdick fight, bro, and he's saying, like, in our last fight with Vosdick, Benavidez went in there with 2 injured hands and the cut above his eye, and that he still pretty much dominated the fight, and that he's saying, like, he doesn't understand where all this talk is coming from, because he said that he still thinks that they did very good in that fight under the conditions that they were in. But see, it's kind of weird, bro, because what I'm getting from this interview, or what I got from this interview, is that Jose Benavidez Sr. doesn't really know what's going on, bro. Like, it appears that he really hasn't been talking to David like that, bro. As we all know, he's got his own things going on, bro. He's got other fighters and this and that. And he mentions it many times in this interview that he's giving David his space, you know, to travel or to do what he's got to do. He's saying that they see enough of each other in training camp, you know. so when they're not in training camps, that he tries to give David Benavidez his space. But it really appears like this guy doesn't know what's going on, bro. So it kind of leads me to believe that there's something happening here, bro. Like there is trouble in the Benavidez circle, bro. But let's keep it going. Let's hear what more he's talking about.
Pero en estos momentos yo no sé nada, no entiendo, no, por qué está diciendo eso Memo Heredia, ¿no? Pero si fuera así, a la misma vez yo estaría contento, como te digo, ¿no? Todo está bien, ahorita él acaba de pelear, yo no lo he molestado porque estuvo de vacaciones, y la mera verdad, pues yo lo tengo desde chico, entonces trato de...
See, that's what he's saying, bro. He's saying, like, I really don't know what's going on. I'm trying not to bother David because he's been on vacation, so I really haven't talked to him. And then he's said it once again about Memo. He's saying, I don't know why Memo's out here saying all of this stuff. So it kind of does seem like Jose, he's kind of lost with all this shit.
darle un espacio, ¿no? Para
Claro.
no molestarlo tanto y cuando empezamos en campamento, pues nos miramos todos los días y pues es mucho trabajo y obviamente no te voy a decir que no hay desacuerdo, ¿verdad? Siempre hay problemitas y siempre, pero gracias a Dios que en
See, so right there he said, when me and David get to training camp, we see enough of each other. And he says that, of course, there's always little problems and little back and forth arguments that happen. So, you know, he's pretty much saying that, hey, man, and this is pretty obvious, right? When it comes to boxing and you see these father and son relationships, bro, there always seems to be a moment where they have their problems. We've seen this shit even with Floyd Mayweather and his dad. We see this shit with pretty much all of these guys, man. Tio and his dad. Even Danny Garcia and his pops, you know. It seems like there's always a moment where they're gonna have some kind of discussion, and it's just normal, bro. This is just a part of everything. Even if they weren't father and son, most fighters have issues with their trainers at some point in their career, you know. But yeah, this is pretty tripped out, bro. For Jose not to know what's happening or who David Benavidez' new team is gonna be, it just leads me to believe, bro, that there is something more that even Jose is not telling us, man. And you know, I've seen clips of David Benavidez back at the boxer gym where he's, you know, training. He's doing some mid works and shit. And I kind of thought that he was gonna leave the boxer gym, but it seems like he's gonna stay there at the boxer gym. In this interview, Jose Benavidez Sr., he also says that that was the worst camp that they ever had at the boxer gym right there in Miami. I don't know if it was work. I don't know if it was exercise-wise or whatever. I think it was more, he was trying to say it was just like a lot of bad luck that happened, that he hurt. You know, he happened to hurt his hands, and then he got that cut above his eye in sparring. So I think he was referring to that as this being the worst camp, man. But I don't know, bro. It's hard to tell what's going on, bro. It's hard to tell if David Benavidez out there in Miami, if that's really the best move for him at this point in his career, man. Because, I don't know, it kind of seems like there's something about David's move to Miami that Jose Benavidez Sr. doesn't like, bro. Maybe he sees that David is falling into the Miami lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Because we've seen David come out here on interviews. Not interview. Well, yeah, he did a couple of interviews where he was drunk. You know, he was drunk off his ass. And I've seen David a couple of times already, bro, in some interviews where he happened to be a little bit tipsy, bro. It looked like he was, you know, a little bit off. And maybe that's what's going on with all of this shit, you know. David, he's a young dude, bro. He's getting all this money. You know, these boxers, their lifestyle is very, very hard because it's pretty much training camp after training camp after training camp. They really don't have that time to really enjoy themselves like that. Pretty much the only time that they have is after the fights, where they could go and take vacations and enjoy themselves. But, you know, a young guy getting all this money, bro, they're gonna want to live that lifestyle at some point in their life. This is the same shit that happened with Mike Tyson, bro. Mike Tyson, he was a beast, bro, until his trainer passed away, and then he kind of went off the rails, and he just got lost into the partying lifestyle, even when he was in his prime in his career. A lot of people don't know this shit, but you know, Mike Tyson was so confident in himself that he would party the nights before the fight, bro. He would drink, party the night before the fight. be with all kinds of women and shit, and then go into the fights and still dominate. But he was only able to do this shit for so long until it finally caught up to him, of course, and that's why Mike Tyson started losing, bro, because he wasn't in his best shape or form in those fights, but I got a little bit off topic, man, but yeah, it's just tripped out. I think I'll leave it right here, bro, because this video is getting kind of long, but it's hard to see what's going. It's hard to tell what's going on with all this shit, bro. With what's going on with David Benavidez and his dad, and the circle, if they're falling off, bro, or what's gonna happen, because as far as what Jose Benavidez Sr. is saying, that he really doesn't know what's happening. So if this guy doesn't know what's happening, we can only speculate to what's really going on here, right? But at the end of the day, we'll see, man. This shit'll all play out the way it's supposed to play out. And from this interview, we could tell that David Benavidez is gonna fight in December. They haven't said who he's gonna fight against, but it's gonna be an interesting fight, man. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all this shit, bro. Do you guys think that there's trouble brewing in the Benavidez circle? And how bad is this trouble, bro? Is it David Benavidez falling off the rails or some shit, or is it just that Jose just doesn't want to work with Memo, or I don't know, bro. But go ahead and leave it down in the comment section, man. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be on to the next one, man. I'm out.